Parents turn in escaped 17-year-old Louisiana inmate who was being held on attempted murder charges. More after this. Hello everyone, and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we have a young inmate who was on the run for murder charges, and his parents turned him in. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well to bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over. Similar to yourself, I'm on normal subscribers. Thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. An escaped 17-year-old inmate, Kimmy Dauntain Jr., who was being held on attempted murder charges in Louisiana, was turned in by his parents and is now back in custody, bringing a 3-day manhunt to an end. Dauntain Jr., who was from Orleans Parish, escaped from the custody of state officials while on an escorted trip on Friday in Franklin, Louisiana, according to the St. Mary Parish Sheriff's Office. The escapee's parents turned him into the Louisiana State Police custody Sunday morning, according to a news release. The teen is being held on charges of simple battery, illegal possession of a handgun by a juvenile, attempted first-degree murder, attempted second-degree murder, accessory after the fact, according to the sheriff. The latest evasion of police custody comes after inmates in Pennsylvania and Arkansas briefly fled police custody in recent weeks before being captured. Noah Roush, age 22, Jatonia Bryant, age 23, were discovered missing 36 hours after their escape from Dub Brazil Adult Detention Center in Pine Bluff, Arkansas on January 22nd. Roush, who had been held on probable cause for residential burglary and theft of property, is also a homicide suspect who was captured 3 days after he and Bryant escaped the jail. The capture of Bryant, who is being held on probable cause for murder on January 29th, concluded the days-long manhunt that began as a result of failed head counts by the jail staff. Heard that before. Shane Pryor, a 17-year-old suspect in a 2020 killing who escaped from a custody during a medical transport on January 24th, was captured on a bus in Philadelphia 4 days after, according to the Philadelphia Police and the United States Marshal Service. Pryor is being taken to a hospital for a hand injury when he escaped. An 18-year-old was arrested on January 26th for allegedly helping Pryor escape. All right, I'll put the link in the description. That way you can read the story over again if I didn't read it clearly enough for you. And that way you can get your own interpretation of the story in your mind and how you want to, interpret what's going on. First and foremost, Kimmy Dauntain Jr. He's held on attempted murder charge he's held on attempted murder charges in Louisiana, was turned in by his parents, and is now back in custody. That's a good thing. Now, you probably will say, why would it be a good thing? Well, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, this is 2024. No one cares about the law enforcement. No one cares about doing the right thing. And no one is snitching on anyone, okay? At least they say they don't, all right? This kid obviously was part of the streets, for lack of a better word. He was part of the streets. Clearly, he was brought up on charges, first and second degree murder charges, illegal weapons, drug charges, just to say the least. So obviously this kid was out there in these streets, making it happen, you know what I'm saying, doing all kinds of street things, whatever they do out there in the streets, and, you know, just setting it off, you know what I mean? Now, my issue with the story is that the story kind of took a little spin because they was talking about the kids in Arkansas and they was talking about the kids in Pennsylvania. So there was a tie-in between the two. I don't think either one has anything to do with one or one or the other. It's just the fact that they just had two different groups of kids that actually kind of got away. My issue is, how was these kids getting away? I understand somebody might be helping you, but aren't these like sheriffs and like people that, you know, are held responsible over these kids? Don't they have any knowledge of how to handle their business and what they need to do? Is it just one of them situations where I'm just here for a job, I'm just here to get this money and I'm keeping it moving, I don't care what these kids do? I mean, there's people out there like that. You know, you get some knuckleheads from the streets that apply for those jobs and get in there. They may know somebody, hook you up and play stupid, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I mean, you basically screwing yourself because now that's on your watch. You know what I mean? And why are you helping a criminal get loose? He out here killing and robbing and stealing, you know what I'm saying, and doing all kinds of goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? He needs to be in prison, getting rehabilitated so that he can come back out and become a productive member of society. But you trying to hide that, you trying to, keep it real with him and all that kind of stuff. There's people in there that do stuff like that, you know what I mean? Now, this young man, he thought that he can just run around and do what he wanted to do, slide over to mom crib, mom cook him some breakfast, keep him safe, you know what I'm saying, everything cool. In the beginning, they might have, had a little issue. They was just like, all right, that's our son. I'm quite sure mom and dad had some discussions with this kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might have talked to him, you know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure they talked with each other, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, look, you got to turn yourself in. And they might have just told him, I'm going to turn you the fuck in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not staying here, you know what I mean? Because you want to run, now you trying to put me in jeopardy. No, fam. Yo, come get this. He right here. Yeah, he right here. Come get him right here. Come on. Let me open the door for you. He right there in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here, and I'm saying that's your child. But this child chose to go out there and be in the streets. He chose to be in the streets. He chose to do what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it. He wanted to be a gangster, so that's what he got. So if you want to be a gangster, if you get caught up, you got to do that gangster time. You got to do that time that the gangsters got to do. Okay, you can't sit there and think that you're just gonna go out there and just do what you want to do, and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm a young boy, please help me, please help me. Nah, you want to be a grown ass man. Now you gotta be a grown ass man. You gotta walk that time off. I don't think he can get out anytime soon. You see what I'm saying? Now it's unfortunate that he out there doing that kind of stuff, but I mean, as parents, I'm quite sure they felt like they failed. Okay, now I don't know how many kids they have. I mean, it's real easy to have like 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one of them slipped through the cracks. 6 kids, 5 or 6 kids, 7 kids. One of them slipped through the cracks. Just decide they just gonna go loco and do what they gonna do. Meanwhile, you got 3 other kids that's good. They always around you every 2 minutes. So you might forget about that kid over there. You know what I'm saying? And then, he slide out to the streets and you ain't paying no mind. Or you just paying the mind, these right here. So I'm not sure that's the case. That's what happened to him. But as a parent, you flat out failed. Yes, you told on them and you sent them to prison and all that kind of stuff, but it was something that you could have done. Now, it might have been a situation where this kid might have just been eager to find out what's going on with the streets. Got into the streets, fell in love with it. Then once he fell in love with it, he was just like, yo, this is where I want to be. I'm keeping it gangster. They are, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want that notoriety. Everybody want to be known for something. You know what I'm saying? We all got that thing where it's just like, we got to be seen. We got to, get this, we got that. So it's like, is it even worth it? Especially out here in these streets. It ain't worth it, man. And then all the money that you might be slanging and banging out here on these corners, that same money, I hope you're saving it. Because you're going to need that money for your bail. Okay? So it's hustling backwards to me. That's just what I see. You know what I'm saying? But I've never been out there in those street corners, so I can't relate to what's going on. So I don't know, but never had to, never wanted to. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something that I needed to get into because, I was fortunate enough to be around the right people. I had a good family. And you know, the right support system. So these kids don't always have the right support system, which is unfortunate, but we as a society to try to help those kids that don't have that type of, you know, support system and trying to help them, you know, come along. You know what I mean? You've heard those stories where Mrs. So-and-so and Mr. So-and-so and the clerk behind the counter and this person over here that works in the meat market, and they all come together and just help this little boy, you know what I'm saying, and kind of keep him on the right, straight and narrow path. I mean, that happens out there, you know what I'm saying? Then there's other ones that go the opposite direction, as this young man did. So it's an unfortunate situation. Kudos to the mom and dad, you know, basically turned them in and did the right thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure that manhunt thing was stressing. They were stressing left and right. I can guarantee they were stressing. They just want that peace in their life, the quiet, peace and quiet, and just, you know, knowing that everything is all over with. They don't want nothing to do with that. So I understand that's why they did that. So kudos to the parents, you know what I mean? So if you want those kids out there that's acting a fool, stop. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people that's out there that's doing what they're doing. They've gotten older. Now they're saying, yo, you know what? I wish I never did this. I wish I never did that. Sometimes you got to walk through it to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, this young man, I think he's going to be, you know, he's going to be down for a bit. They may charge him as an adult. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well. Help bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over. Similar to yourself. On my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. On my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Smash that like button. It brings more people to the channel. Similar to yourself, okay? Someone previously, some time back, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. It showed up on your feed. Now you check the video out. You can do the same favor for someone else a little further down the line. Let's keep this train going. Let's keep it moving, and you know, everything will work itself out. Come visit me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. Come visit me on the internet. I'm all over, y'all. I'm all over the place. AG's POV is who I be, okay? And I got plenty of videos out there. So, you know, take some time, watch a few. Let me know what you feel, and you know, I'll get back with you. In the meantime, between time, I love every single one of y'all, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.